Good evening. Confirm audio video. Is the video clearly visible? Okay. So we have theory of proportions to cover today, then proportionality, and then variation. So in terms of theory, we have close to half an hour of theory to be covered today, and then we'll start with questions. 25 minutes of theory. Last year, 2023 afternoon slot, there was a maxima minima question based upon proportionality. Maxima and minima based question on proportionality. Let us start. So I think chat window can be deattached. Give me a second. Let me rearrange this. All right. So starting with the theory part, very simple stuff. I think so far we have solved 25 questions and we have covered close to an hour of theory, including shortcuts, including faster methods, faster approaches. So today we are talking about theory of proportion. What exactly is a proportion? See, when I give you A upon B as 3 upon 5, that is called a ratio. A by B is a ratio and the value of that ratio is 3 by 5. When two terms are divided, what we create is a ratio. When we have equality among multiple ratios, if I say A upon B is equal to C upon D, that is called a proportion. Equality between two ratios or more ratios is called a proportion. So since olden days, there are names given to these. If I say A ratio B is to same as C ratio D, this has been called the first proportion, second proportion, third proportion, and the fourth proportion. Very elementary theory. If I make this term and this term equal, as A upon B is equal to B upon C, where B square is equal to AC, this is called the mean proportion. Just the naming of it. You should know names of these things. When two or more ratios are made equal, we call it a proportion. Equality between two or more ratios is called proportion. Now, what are the laws of proportions? If a ratio has been given to you in this manner, A upon B is equal to C upon D, a proportion, you already know names of these representations. I assume you know. The first one is called componendo. Second one is called dividendo. If I divide both, this is called componendo as well as dividendo. If I interchange, let us say, if I bring down C and if I bring B here, A upon C is equal to B upon D is called alternando. So what is the point of teaching you these things? What is the purpose behind teaching you the first, second, and third properties? When a proportion is given, to keep it equal, you need to perform same change on both sides. That is the idea. Whatever you are doing on this side, you will have to replicate on the right side to keep it equal. So even here, if you want to keep it equal, whatever you do on the left hand side must be done on the right hand side to keep it same. That is basic law of proportions. So how can I possibly use this? If I come across a question of this kind, x minus 500 upon 2x plus 500, let us say, is equal to somewhere 3 upon 7, and I have to solve. So in maximum cases, let me change this a little bit. Let us say 2 upon 7. In maximum cases, people start multiplying these numbers across the equal sign. That is called cross multiplication. Don't do that. You take this and add it in the numerator. So you take it and add. So this minus 500 plus 500 gets cancelled. So you have 3x. Whatever you did on the left side should appear on the right side as well. So you add it here. That becomes 9. You did not change denominator, so you will not change denominator here also. So now you can see your calculation has gone down drastically. Think, x is equal to 3. 2x must be equal to 6. If 2x is equal to 6, I have 7 here. So 1 must be equal to 500. If 1 is equal to 500, x is equal to 1500. So I'll give you some time, copy this down. I will explain that lower part again, don't worry. What is a proportion? When multiple ratios are made equal, that is called a proportion. A is called the first proportion, B second, C third, D fourth. When two terms are equal here, when two terms are equal in this manner, that is called mean proportion. B is equal to, or B square is equal to AC. Write it down. The first one is componendo, second one is dividendo, third one is componendo and dividendo, and the last one is alternando. Names do not matter much. The statement is whatever change you do on the left side should appear on the right side as well. लिखो ये चीजें, complete this. Complete this. I will explain that lower part again, maybe a couple of times. I'll have to do that. Idea is whatever change you perform on the left hand side, you must do the same thing on right hand side to keep it equal. I'm not seeing any chat. Somebody type something. I have changed the chat setting. I'm exploring something different. You guys chat something or type something in the chat. Okay. There's a new setting in the chat in which only I can see your comments. One or two people have, shukriya. One or two people have commented, but others cannot see. Only the host can see your comments. The Google जैसा feature आ गया है इसमें. चलो, moving on. Moving on from this, chalo. Now let me explain you that example that I have created on the go just now. See, I had an equation of x minus 500 upon 2x plus 500 is equal to 2 by 7. 90% janta will cross multiply 7 and cross multiply 2. Don't do that. You're not 90% janta. I'm saying think of component dividendo. The negative part here and the positive part here are equal. So when I add both, that number is cancelled. So I will take the denominator and add it in the numerator. To make it equal, to keep it equal, I will take 7 and add with 2. So it becomes 9, it becomes 3x. 3 cancelled. Now this is the thought process. I'll just try to write it here with a different colored pen. Here, the thought process is if x is equal to 3, the 2x part must be equal to 6. This must be equal to 6. Now, why is there a 7? Why is there a 7? That plus 1 is equivalent to 500. If 1 is equivalent to 500, what is x? X is equal to 3. So 3 must be equivalent to 1500. That is the value of x. In TSD, some high level questions of two people running in opposite direction meeting 13th time, we can solve in this manner. I'll teach you, don't worry. Meeting 21st time, solve in this manner. So application of ratios is very extensive. Is the example clear to everyone? I simply applied componendo. Even if I don't know the name, it is fine. More properties of proportions when you have, let us say, A upon B equal to C upon D equal to E upon F. They are all equal. In that case, what will be the value of 2A minus C upon 2B minus D? 2B minus D. What will be the value of A plus 2C plus 3E upon B plus 2D plus 3F? What will be the value of C minus E upon D minus F? Sentence. Listen to this carefully. If I look at it as two separate terms, if I look at 2A upon 2D as separate ratio and minus C upon minus D as separate ratio, do you see A upon B and C upon D is preserved? I'm looking at 2A upon 2B as separate and minus C upon minus D as separate. So the ratio is preserved. Look at this. A upon B preserved. 2C upon 2D ratio is preserved. 3E upon 3F ratio is preserved. Listen to the language. A proportion. These three are all equal. These three are all equal. And what are they equal to? They are equal to the original proportion. Listen to the language. A proportion does not change. A proportion does not change as long as the coefficient of the numerator and denominator is same. Here C and D have ratio 1:1. Here they have 2C upon 2D, which is C by D. As long as coefficients match between numerator and denominator, the proportion does not change. If I was to create something different, let us say A minus 3C, A minus 3C upon B plus 3D. Now here, while creating, I have changed the sign. The proportion is no longer same. So for this, I will not be able to determine the answer without knowing the exact value of A by B and C by D. I cannot answer this. The ratio or the proportion cannot be answered. What is the proof? If you ask me, let me prove this for you. Let me prove this for you. By looking at this, can I say it implies A is equal to KB, C is equal to KD, and E is equal to KF. I could have proven any one of the three. I'm proving this. This becomes KB, 2KD, and this becomes 3KF divided by B plus 2D plus 3F. If I take out K common, the numerator value and the denominator value becomes the same. In that case, you cancel this, you get the value K. What is K? The original proportion. Proportion does not change as long as the coefficient of numerator and denominator matches with the original proportion. It will not change. What if I have squares and cubes? A small variation. What if I have A square plus 2C square, A square plus 2C square upon B square plus 2D square? Because I have performed squares, it will be equal to K square. That's all. That's all. Law of proportions. I can show you application of this in higher level algebra questions. I can show you application of this in higher level time and work questions. Law of proportions. Write it down neatly, cleanly. Comment done once you understand. Sentence, phrase, a proportion does not change as long as the coefficients are kept same for numerator and denominator. This lower one cannot be determined. The blue one is the proof. The blue one is the proof that this also is equal to k. What is k? K is the original proportion. लिखो इन चीजों को, comment done. Very good. Very good. Theory of proportions. Now, what is the concept of proportionality? When we cover theory, I have to give you the name of proportionality. In exams, if there is a question, the name will be given. What does it mean? Can I say, generally speaking, I want some work to be done. I want some job to be completed. Can I say, if more number of men come for work, I will be able to complete more amount of work. See, if I have 100 men, let us say some other day 200 men work, assuming everything remains same, I can get more work done. If number of men coming to work are lower, lesser, the work done will also be lesser. This is called directly proportional. They both increase together, they both decrease together. So this is what it will look like. Work is proportional to men. Variables are in front of each other. Examples will be given like 60 men can do work equal to 40. How many men can do work equal to 50? Something like this will be asked. So proportionalities are used to create ratios like this. What is on the left side? Work. On the right side, men. So you put them in the ratio and solve. There is one more concept. Very rarely questions can be created in CAT on this. If you want to create an equality, work is equal to constant into men. This is called the constant of proportionality. Some people try to calculate this and answer. Totally up to you. 99% cases, you can create a ratio and solve. What is this? Direct proportionality. Direct proportionality. Variables are in front of each other. If I say the work has been fixed, that you have to create a road, you have to build a road. Can I say, if more men come to work, the amount of time taken will be lower? I have to think like this. I have to think like this to cover theory. Work is fixed. More men come to work, time will be less. Less men come to work, time will be more. One goes down, other goes up. First one goes up, second one goes down. This is called inversely proportional. In this case, time is proportional to 1 upon men. They are diagonally related. Time is the numerator, men is the denominator. If the value of time is t1, the corresponding value of men will be below. If the value of time is 2, men will be 2 above. This is what a ratio looks like after proportionality is taken care of. Now something called as mixed proportionality. If I say like somebody gave us the formula for gravity, the person said the force of attraction under gravity depends upon multiplication of two weights, m1 and m2. I am using capital M, small m, capital M. And the force of gravity is proportional to language. Inverse means 1 upon. Inverse of the square of distance between them. So can I say a single variable depends upon multiple terms? This is called mixed proportionality. You could combine all of this in one place. Can I say m1, m2 are in front of the force? M1 and M2 will be in front of the force. Where is distance square? Diagonal, below. So it will remain there. The position does not change. The last one is called mixed proportionality. This is called inverse proportionality. First one is called direct proportionality. In exam, the name will be given to you. One small example, I'll use some examples. The question in 2023 was about price of a diamond. Price of a diamond is proportional to square of its weight. The word is proportional to. So I will write in front, square of its weight. In some case, you might come across speed of an engine. Speed of an engine is inversely proportional to inversely proportional. Inverse means 1 upon. Inversely proportional to square root of number of bogies. So the language will tell you what proportionality to use and what power to use. Here I am using direct and inverse. The wording of the problem will tell you that. Don't worry. To cover theory, I am teaching you direct proportionality. Variables are in front. Indirect variables are above and below, diagonal. And mixed proportionality, there can be multiple variables. Complete this. Comment done. M1, M2 are the masses of two bodies. Don't worry, I'm just giving an example. Something depends upon M1 into M2. Masses of two bodies. In exam, you will be very clearly told what is proportional to what. You don't have to think much. Complete this. Confirm you have taken care of this. Comment done. Concept of proportionality. The last one is mixed proportionality. Last one. Good. Moving on. So same thing that I've covered here. I hope I'll need 2 pages. That's fine. Moving on. Now, what are variations? And how are variations different from proportionality? In a simpler form, I can say, if it is given to me, that speed is proportional to distance. If it is proportional to distance, if the speed becomes 0, the distance traveled will also become 0. In proportionality, one of them becomes 0, the other one can also become 0. In variations, that is not the case. In variations, the examples will be like you guys are seeing in the market. There are tea sellers who are becoming famous nowadays. Tea sellers are visiting different countries, Burj Khalifa and all. So let us say you want to run a tea stall. While running a tea stall, there are 2 kinds of costs. One is fixed cost and the other is variable cost. Think over this. If you have a space to rent, or you have some electric appliances that you have to use, so those costs are fixed. Some amount will be always fixed. Let us call it F. Now, can I say, if you are making some cups of tea, more cups of tea you make, the more cost will increase. If you are making no cup of tea, you are making 0 cups of tea, even if that is 0, there are still fixed costs. So this is called direct variation. The total cost depends upon a small component fixed and wording varies directly as the number of cups being made. So K is the constant into number of cups. Some hints will be given that 1200 rupees is the cost every day when the number of cups were, let us say, 200, something like this. The cost becomes 1500 rupees every day when the number of cups are, let us say, 250. And some hints will be given. The cost has become rupees 1800 a day. How many cups were being made? So such questions of the wording will be what? Cost of running a tea stall. Cost of running a tea stall is partially fixed and partially varies directly with the number of cups. Something like this will be mentioned. So you can always form a linear equation. This is the constant, this is the fixed. A is the fixed price. And you can form one more linear equation. There are other ways to look at this. वो भी मैं आपको दिखाऊंगा, don't worry. Solve for A and B and then finally answer. Other way to solve this is, the tricky way to solve this is, I see an increase of 300 rupees. This does not change. A remains the same. I see an increase of 50. This 50 is leading to 300 increase. So if I want the pricing to become 800, what is the increase? Again 300. Again 300 increase is because of 50 more cups. So how many cups will be made now? 50 more. So it is possible sometimes in direct variation you can work with the common ratio or the common part. Otherwise, if the values are very complicated, find the value of A and B by solving linear equations, and you can put them in the third value to get the final answer. All of this is example of, no, K is a constant, number of cups is the variable, number of cups being made is the variable here. K is a constant. F is the fixed cost. K is a constant. C is the number of cups. That is the variable. So total cost depends upon number of cups being made. Oh, I'll just move aside here. So if you observe the pattern in numbers, you can easily answer this in 30 seconds. Question लिखना भी नहीं पड़ेगा, copy नहीं करना पड़ेगा आपको. Now there is one more type. Copy this down so I could go to the next slide. Copy this down so we could go to the next slide. K is a constant. Chalo. Now another is inverse variation. Inverse variation. Now think over this. Let us say people are going for picnic. If people are going for picnic, so you have to hire a bus, you have to get a driver, some other cost may be there. So fixed costs are very high. If there are only 3 people traveling, cost per person is very high. But if instead of 3 there are 5 people traveling, 5 people going for the picnic, can I say cost per person goes down? So this is called inverse variation or indirect variation. Language पे ध्यान देना. Cost per person is equal to some fixed value plus a constant upon number of people. If people increase, people start to increase, this will decrease. If less number of people travel, this will increase. I'm creating examples. I have not seen an application of variations, direct, indirect, in a very long time in CAT. But you should have this knowledge. So usually inverse variations are either per person or per individual or per product per piece. So number of people or number of products or number of pieces are in the denominator. If that increases, per person goes down. Now in this case, you cannot directly add subtract. Listen to this. Let us say the per person cost is 1200 rupees per person when there are, let us say, 15 people. Cost per person is rupees 1000. This is 1800 and I'll have to have more when there are 20 people. I was framing that question. Rupees per person. What is the expenditure per person when there are 30 people? So you cannot say this. This is wrong way of thinking. That an increase of 5 people leads to a decrease of 200. So an increase of 10 people will lead to a decrease of 400. ये गलत कर रहे हो आप. This is wrong. Why? This 1200 is in the numerator. There is a fixed cost plus constant upon 15, and then 1000 rupees is the cost fixed plus constant upon 20. थोड़ा आराम से, slow down. Can I say the increase decrease in the denominator cannot be directly added subtracted? When you add or subtract these numbers, is it directly equal to 5? No, na. That is why you cannot add or subtract variables in a indirect variation or a inverse variation. You'll have to create equations and solve to get the answer effectively. Indirect variation or inverse variation. The variable will be in the denominator. You could think reverse. You can multiply 15 and then solve. You can multiply 15 here, multiply 20 and then solve. It will work. But direct plus minus nahi hota beta. You can't directly add subtract. Copy this down. The wording will be there. The cost of picnic per person is partially fixed. Cost of picnic per person is partially fixed and varies inversely with number of people. Varies inversely with number of people. Varies indirectly with number of people. Take it down, write it down. First was direct variation. The last one was direct variation. That is correct. This is direct variation. Increases together, decreases together is direct variation. Increase in the people, decrease in the cost, indirect. So they sound a lot like proportionality. They sound like proportionality. What is the difference here? The fixed part is the difference. This fixed part is the difference. It was not there in the proportionality. The fixed part, that is the new thing here. Comment done. Comment done. Chalo. Let us move on from this. Give it a try. Take 2 minutes, give it a try. You do not have to always write A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2. You can always think about the final outcome. Very good. Some answers have been shared. More people need to try and answer. So what exactly is happening in this problem? The value of each silver coin varies as square of its diameter. I'll stop here. If the thickness remains constant, so value is dependent, varies as the square of diameter square, and it varies as thickness if diameter remains constant. The value varies as thickness when diameter remains constant. If the diameter of the two coins are in the ratio of 4/3, what should be the ratio of their thicknesses if the value of the first coin is 4 times of the second? So in this case, don't write value 1, value 2, diameter 1, don't do that. See, what is 4/3? Diameter ratio, and value depends upon the square of diameter. So simply square this, 16/9. You have taken the ratio of squares. What is this information? It is information of value. The value of the first one is 4 times of second. Second one will be denominator. First one here, second one here. If the value is 1 rupee, the first one should have value of 4. Left hand side is value, right hand side is diameter square. can I say this looks like mixed proportionality? Value depends upon diameter, square, and thickness. So I do not know the thickness ratio. So that is what the question is asking me. Can you find the ratio of their thicknesses? So thickness ratio, 4 and 4 cancelled. So that goes on the opposite side, 9/4. So for somebody who knows proportionality, somebody who knows how ratios work, this should be a two-step problem. It's a very, very old CAT question. This should have been a two-step problem. 9/4. 9/4. Everyone confirm if the example is clear. You don't write D1, D2, and so on, so on. Simply take the ratio. No, no, no. No, the ratio is 9/4. No, no, no. The wording is first and second. The first and second. Numerator will be first, denominator will be second by default. See, when the ratio of diameter was given, the first value is 4, second value is 3. So I have written 4/3 square. First value is in the numerator, second denominator. Do not complicate anyone. Do not complicate this. Yes.
So, but written that
आपका ऑडियो क्लियर नहीं है आपका. Yes.
so it is written that it varies as the thickness if the diameter remain constant, right? So
Yes.
I by this wording I had thought that it's a question of direct variation instead of mixed proportion. I thought in that way.
नहीं, variation तब आएगा when the wording is it is partially fixed and partially varying. Here what are they trying to say is, if multiple variables are there, what they are trying to say here is, see, if I say speed is equal to distance into time, they are saying if you do not change this, speed is directly proportional to d. If you do not change this, speed is proportional to d. That is what they are trying to say. They're basically saying speed is proportional to both d into t. That's all. So in this case, value is proportional to diameter square into time, thickness directly. You are considering this as variation. This one you're considering as variation. No, that would have had the language partially fixed and partially varying. Fixed will be there. The word fixed will be there. Try this. Three friends, Ram, Sham, Ghanshyam, went on a picnic. Ram bought 5 bananas. Sham bought 3 bananas. Ghanshyam had rupees 120. They divided bananas equally among themselves. Ghanshyam gave all his money to Ram and Sham for their contributions. What are the respective shares of Ram and Sham from that money or in that money? Try. How do you approach this problem? ऋतुराज, वॉल्यूम आप सही ले रहे हो बेटा, रेशियो गलत दे रहे हो. V1/V2 is 4/1. वही मैं कह रहा हूँ, you'll confuse yourself with numbering them. Try this one. One very big hint given to you is all of the money is going to Ram and Shyam. Total money is rupees 120. So the addition of money given should also be 120. So you see, it was not even possible for option C, option A to be correct because all of the money going away is rupees 120. So answer could be B or could be D. If one more option was neglected or negated, I would have got my answer directly. How is this working? Ram and Shyam are carrying something with them, some bananas. All of them will eat bananas equally. But Ghanshyam is not carrying any bananas. So Ghanshyam will have to make the payment for bananas that he is buying from other. So can I say the payment should be equal to number of bananas bought. So first I have to think and I have to take care of how much is the portion of each individual. How many bananas are there total? 5 plus 3, 8 bananas are there. Now can I say if I divide that equally, the portion of every person becomes 8 by 3. Now how will Ram and how will Shyam contribute? How will they give bananas to Ghanshyam? Because all of the bananas are being consumed. Can I say out of 5, Ram will take away his 8 by 3. Whatever remains, that is what is going to Ghanshyam. For Shyam, out of 3, he will take away his own 8 by 3. So whatever remains, that is going to Ghanshyam. Now 5 minus 8 by 3 and 3 minus 8 by 3 is what they are selling to Ghanshyam. So whatever they are selling can be divided in a ratio, and from there you will have the money being paid part. So if I cross multiply, this is 15 minus this, 7 by 3 parts are given by Ram, and when I cross multiply this 3, 9 minus 8, 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 parts are provided by Shyam. So whatever they provide, they will get the payment in the same ratio. So here the ratio looks like 7:1. Is this 7:1? No, it is 2:1. Not possible. Is this 7:1? Absolutely. The addition is rupees 120. The ratio is also 7 by 1. So your answer is, how are they getting paid? 105 goes to Ram because Ram ka naam pehle hai. So Ram will get the first part and Shyam will get second part. So it's a question on proportionality where payment is being made for purchasing something, quantity being bought, quantity of bananas being bought. Deliberately, the question has been created with decimals. 8 by 3 are fraction of a banana, not an integer number. How did we neglect or negate or cancel, eliminate option A and option C? They don't add up to 120. Total money being paid is 120, so total sum should be 120. Confirm you are done with this. Good. Try this. height of somebody, Suresh, is directly proportional. Language like this tells you what is proportional to what. Directly proportional to what? Square root of his age. Commented answer? Hmm. Now, the question could have been complicated if we had more options with 6. If there was an option of 6 feet and 2 inches, another option of 6 feet and 5 inches, and so on, so on. If there are more options of 6, it will become complicated. Clearly says what is proportional height. Height is proportional to what? To square root of the age. Hints are given now. What will be the height when he is 25 years of age? I do not know the height. What is age? 25. So I will write like this: 25. Height was 5 feet tall. 5 feet tall. When the age was 16. So root over 16. So all you have to do is take a ratio like this and your job is done. So height upon 5 is equal to 5 upon 4. Height is equal to 25 upon 4, which is 6 plus 1 by 4. Now, because initial is feet, the answer is feet. Already 6 feet plus. Option, there was only one option initially, 6 feet plus. But now if there are more options, what you need to do is you need to understand or you need to know 1 feet is equal to 12 inches. So you'll have to convert that into inches. That is 6 feet and 12 inches. 12 by 4, 3 inches. So answer is this. If there were more options with 6 point something, you need to know the conversion factor between feet and inches. 1 feet is equal to 12 inches. Answer option. Very easy question. Only thing I wanted you guys to see, understand, observe is this. Moving on. Try this. Actual CAT question. Try this. The value of R cannot be except a value. comment your answers. What does this phrase mean? R cannot take any value, cannot be equal to anything except, like I am saying, Suresh does not eat anything except carbs. So I'm saying he only eats carbs. Here I'm saying R cannot take any value except. That means I'm saying what is R equal to? Ask me what is R equal to. So here you see there's a cyclic pattern. A upon B plus C is equal to B upon C plus A is equal to C upon A plus B. They are equal to R. So first thing, there is cyclic addition of terms. Whenever there's a cyclic addition of terms, you can do yourself a very big favor if you add every term. See, if they are all equal to R, I am adding numerators. I am adding numerators. And I'm also adding their denominators. So basically, I am not changing the coefficients here. But do you see the numerator is A plus B plus C and denominator is twice of A plus B plus C? That means R is equal to half. This is my answer. But this value half is also available here. This is also available here. Now, how do I check about -1? So a lot of people will consider this question as algebra question. A lot of people will consider this as ratio proportion question. But this is a numbers question. How? You should never divide 0 by 0. That is not defined. What we did here to get the answer is we cancelled A plus B plus C, A plus B plus C. We cancelled. When we cancel something, we assume, we imagine it cannot be 0. It cannot be 0. What if it is 0? Here, because I'm dividing, I get answer half. Half is correct. It assumes A plus B plus C is not 0. If a very big if, if A plus B plus C is 0, can I say A is equal to minus B plus C? If I bring it down, A upon B plus C is equal to -1. What is A upon B plus C? Equal to R. So R could also be equal to -1. Under what condition? Under what reasoning could R be equal to that? Where ABC add up to 0. So R has two possible values. When ABC does not add up to 0, it is half. When it adds up to 0, it is -1. Whenever you cancel something, you basically assume it cannot be 0. Here it cannot be 0. Now sometimes in books, people who are writing that book or the educator who is creating that content knows it will be difficult to explain this part. So to avoid that part, to avoid the confusion, they already say A plus B plus C is non-zero. Some books don't even assume that. They'll simply say half is the answer. I can show you in books the answer is given half. Several books. That's incorrect, guys. The answer is half or -1. Both are true. R is either half or R is -1. Both are correct. लिखो इसको, write down that reasoning part, highlight that. What is the reasoning? When you divide something, you assume they are not 0 or it cannot be 0. What if it is 0? Then you assume another way and solve. Complete this. Comment done. Complete this and comment done. Others? Yes.
Sir, but क्वेश्चन में तो लिखा गया है कैन नॉट टेक एनी वैल्यू, राइट? तो अकॉर्डिंग टू मी
आखिरी में क्या लिखा है?
कैन नॉट टेक एनी वैल्यू एक्सेप्ट, ओह सॉरी,
मतलब इसके अलावा कोई लेना नहीं चाहिए. Moving on. Try this. Always, before you mark the answer, read the last part, last sentence. A railway engine moves with the speed of 42 kmph. The reduction in speed varies as square root of number of compartments attached. अब देखो फिर से यहाँ पर वर्ड वैरीज है बेटा, बट ये प्रोपोर्शनलिटी बता रहा है आपको. फिक्स्ड वर्ड कहीं नहीं लिखा है, सो इट इज नॉट फिक्स्ड वेरिएशन, इनवर्स वेरिएशन. इट्स अ डायरेक्ट वेरिएशन. सिंपली प्रोपोर्शनलिटी पूछ रहा है आपसे. Speed is 24 kilometers per hour when 9 compartments are attached. What is the maximum number of compartments attached that the engine can pull? Try. Comment answers. What is being said is a railway engine moves with the speed of 42 kmph. When there is only an engine, When there is only an engine, there are no compartments. That is the speed of the engine. Speed of engine is 42 km/h, kilometer per hour. What is proportional? Be very careful with the language. The reduction in the speed varies or is proportional to what? To square root of number of compartments attached. Speed is not proportional. Speed of engine, reduction, decrease in the speed is proportional to square root of number of compartments attached. The speed becomes 24. The speed, now it is not engine, it is the speed of train. The speed of train becomes 24 when the compartments attached are 9. The question is, what is the maximum number of compartments the engine can pull? See, as you start putting compartments, the load increases, and because of the load increase, the speed starts to decrease, and the decrease is proportional to this. Can I say it will happen that I am putting boxes like this? When I put the last box, the speed becomes 0. This box or bogie stopped the train. So if I remove that, the train should start to move. Because I do not know exactly how many compartments can an engine carry, I am saying the last compartment has just now broken down the train and stopped it. That means speed has become 0. If I remove the last one, the train will start to move. So I am saying a new situation, assume the speed of train to have become 0, it is broken down when the number of compartments are x. So here's the approach. This is the original speed of the engine, 42. Right now speed is 24. What is the decline in the speed? Decline is 18. Decline is proportional to square root of bogies attached. Now when the speed of the train is 0, again see, counting happens from the engine. Decrease or reduction happens from the reference value. Reference is what? Engine. From 42 to 0, what is the decrease in the speed? The decrease is 42 itself. Any increase or any decrease has to happen from the engine, because engine ka speed is the reference. Now how many bogies are attached? I have no idea. This is what we need to solve. So if I cancel this, this is 6 into 3, this is 6 into 7, and this itself is 3. So 3 and 3 cancel. So root over x is equal to 7, x is equal to 49. When you bring in the 49th bogie, the train stops. So how many can it carry? How many can it carry? 48 bogies. 48 bogies it can carry. Write it down. 49th one breaks the train, stops. When you stop the train, speed becomes 0. How many can, what is the maximum number of compartments the engine can put? A lot of people say, many of you will also think in this manner, sir, why are we not considering the decrease from 24? Why did we not consider the decrease from 24? Because the reference is engine, first thing. Second, let us say I'm adding 3 more bogies. I'm adding 3 more bogies. Will this be right? Let us say because of the next 3 bogies, the train stops or the speed decreases. So the bogies become 12, not root 9 plus root 3. Because root overs cannot be directly added. You cannot perform increase decrease between 2 random numbers. The increase decrease has to happen from the beginning, from the reference value. Focus on the second part, because some of you will make this mistake in hurry, when you're under pressure in exam. You might consider the decrease in the speed from 24. नहीं करना है, गलत हो जाएगा. Decrease or change must happen from the reference value. Confirm done, comment done. This is a common mistake. वो होगा, that's there. Good. Try this. Start. Take 2 minutes. Good. Some of these are very simple, very easy to observe. I might be able to eliminate 1 or 2 options by observation, but I want you to solve, learn to solve. Do you guys remember any method of creating a ratio out of this? How do I know this is a question based upon ratios? Because I have taught you how to create ratios out of this. When we say A is equal to 6B is equal to 12C, what is the smallest multiple of these two? What is the smallest multiple of these two? It is 12 itself. That makes A as 12, B S2, C S1. This is called a ratio. The ratio of ABC is 12, 2 and 1. If I look at the second one, 2B is equal to 9D is equal to 12. Slow down. You need a smallest multiple of 2, 9 and 12. What is the smallest multiple? 36. You need to know table of 9 and 12. 36. That makes B is equal to 18. D is this is cancelled. Now this is cancelled. B is equal to 4 and E is equal to 3. Creating ratios. Ratio, proportion, variation, the first lecture. Now here what is common on this side and this side? The common part is B. We know something called as scaling. What is scaling? Make the common part equal. It is 18 here, it is 2 here. Can I say by multiplying 9, I can make it equal? So A becomes 108, B now it is equal to 18, C is now equal to 9, D is 4. D will not change because it is 2 here, it is already a multiple of 2. Already a multiple of 2. D will not change. And E will be 3. Now what you need to do is check every one of the answer options. Is A a multiple of 27? It is. What is B? B is 18. What is E? 3. Can I divide 18 by 3? Yes. The question is, which of the following does not give me an integer in a pair, or which of the following does not have any integer in it? Is 108 a multiple of 36? 3 times. What is C upon E? C is 9, E is 3. So 9 upon 3. Is that an integer? Yes. Is A multiple of 12? Yes. आपने क्या ना 12 into 9 तो किया आपने 12 into 9. So this is equal to 9. B into D upon 18. Careful. B itself is 18. Na? This is 18. 18 into D upon 18. It is already integer. So all of the values so far integer. The answer has to be Delhi D. Is this a multiple of 6? Yes. Yes, it is. 18 times. C upon D. C is 9 and D is 4. Is C upon D a integer? It is not. So that is your answer. Among options A, B, C and D does not contain an integer value in the option D. That is the answer. Confirm this is done. Once you see that term written, A is equal to 6B is equal to 12C, 2B is equal to 9D is equal to 12, that gives you idea it is a question based upon ratios. Try this. Fairly simple example, very simple example. Try. Simple application of ratios. So simplest hint given to us is we need to divide a certain sum of money, 3960, among A, B, and C, such that half of A's part is equal to 1 by 3 of B's part is equal to 1 by 6 of C's part. You want part of B. We have covered this in basic theory. When the numbers are in denominator only, you can create a ratio like this through denominators. Basically, when you assume them equal to some number n, A becomes 2 into n, B becomes 3 into n, C becomes 6 into n, and you divide n cut gaya. That is the ratio. What do you want? Money for B. What is B getting? B is getting 3 parts out of 11. What is total money given? 3960. So cancel. 3 times it is 33. 66. 6 times it is 66 and 0. What is 3 into 360? 1080 is the share of B as a share of 1080. Whenever numbers are in denominator, that itself is the ratio. Denominator itself is the ratio. Confirm, done. This we have already solved. This question we've already solved earlier in the maybe previous class sheet or one before that. Try this. All sides of an octagon are doubled to form a new octagon. What is the ratio of areas of new and old octagons? Excuse me. All of the sides have been doubled. All sides have been doubled. What is the ratio of areas of new and old octagons? Some people will start panicking. I do not know the formula for area of octagon. Okay, good. Then straightforward. Very good. Very good. Now, one simple observation, because we are increasing the side, so area should increase. Area should increase. This is wrong. This is wrong, because area is increasing. The new octagon will have more area. Numerator should be more. So answer is either C or D. इतना नहीं सोचना आपको. Whether it is a rectangle or a square or a circle or any diagram, even it is a triangle, do you see it is length into breadth, side into side? pi into r, half into base into height. So area, listen to the language. Area 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 is proportional to multiplication of side into side. Do you see length into breadth? It's side into side. X into x, r into r, base into height. So basically, area depends upon side square. Simply, any two-dimensional figure you take, if it is octagon, hexagon, area depends upon multiplication of sides. So if you double the side, area should become 4 times. आपने side को double कर दिया. So area new upon area old should be side new upon side old का square. What have you done? You have doubled side. तो आपका क्या हो जाएगा? Square. Area new upon area old is square. Job is done. देखो which one makes sense, which one is correct. Option Delhi, D. Side is doubled. The area will depend upon the square of the side. Proportionality. We are again using, in this case, proportionality. Try this. In an examination, the ratio of pass candidates to fail was 4:1. If 16 more had appeared and 12 less had passed, the ratio would have changed to 1:1. The number of candidates who appeared the examination is. When a question has this kind of part if, they are presenting you with some new information. And when they say number of candidates who appeared the examination, they are not asking for this. They are asking for the original number. So solve. Very good. The good is for the effort. You have shared the answer. Right or wrong? देखेंगे अभी. We'll see. We'll see. Others, confirm your answers, comment your answers. What is your understanding of the question? That is also key here. In an examination, the ratio of candidates who passed to failed is 4/1. People who pass the exam and fail the exam are in the ratio 4/1. What does this wording mean? 16 more had appeared the exam. 16 more people are going to go and write the exam. And 12 less had passed. There were some people who were passing the exam. Let us say those were 4x number of people. There were some who were failing the exam. Let us say 1x. So total number of people who appeared the exam becomes 5x. You are telling me 16 more people will go and write the test. But the passing people are decreasing by 12. If you are telling me these 12 people have decreased, can I say these 12 people have gone and joined the failed people? These 12 have failed the exam. 16 more people are writing the exam, but passing में there is no increase. So those all 16 are expected to fail. ये analysis अगर आपको समझा तो question बन गया आपका. Let me repeat that part. You want 16 more people to come and join the group. You want 12 people to decrease from passing. So where are those 12 people going? They are going to the failure part. These 16 are not going to go to the pass part. They're all going to go to the fail part. So what we have basically here is 4x minus 12 upon x plus 28 is equal to 1/1. Because right side is 1/1, you cross multiply and you'll have your answer. 4x minus 12 is equal to x plus 28. So decimal आ गया. That is fine. Let me verify these calculations. 16 gone, 12 gone. Decimal आ गया आपका. X is equal to 40/3. होना नहीं चाहिए था. X is equal to 40/3. So I'll have to reframe the question for you guys. X is equal to 40/3. So how many people appear the exam? 5x. So 5x is 200/3. डेसिमल नहीं होना चाहिए था, बट फ्रेमिंग में इशू है, थोड़ा सा वैल्यूज को यहाँ पे और चेंज करना पड़ेगा मुझे, वैल्यू. बट नन ऑफ दीज इज द आंसर गाइस. None of these is the answer. No, we are not saying here. We are not saying that. I'm just explaining that part. I'm explaining that part. Hold on. We are saying 16 more people are going to appear at the exam. 16 people will come and write the exam. But we are saying passing people are decreasing. Give me a second. I'm trying to explain that part. These people are, forget these 16 people. Forget these 16 people. You are telling me 12 less people have passed the exam. Pass was 4x. Passing was 4x. Failure was 1x. 12 people less have passed. So these 12 people have switched side to failure. 12 are gone from pass, added to the failure. Now, where will these 16 people go? They're all going to failure. So we have total number of people as 4x minus 12 upon x plus 28. Now, the ratio would change to 1/1. What ratio will change to 1/1? Pass and fail. So denominator will have 28 people because 16 joining, all failure. 12 people who passed, but now they have failed. So in this case, by arrangement of numbers, we are getting 3x is equal to 40. X is equal to 40/3. Number of people cannot be decimal. How many people appear the exam? 4x plus x, 5x. If is a new data, that's not the original value. Original value was 4:1. So 5x people appear. So answer should be 200/3. Decimal आ रहा है 66.6 6 people should be appearing the exam. Decimal नहीं आना चाहिए. People cannot be decimals. अभी समझा आपको? Is the example clear now? Comment everyone. वर्डिंग का खेल है. नंबर्स बहुत सिंपल है. 16, 12, 4:1, 1:1. द ओनली खेल इज नंबर्स. नंबर्स कैसे मैनिपुलेट किए जा रहे हैं. So partnerships we have seen. Partnerships we have done in the earlier lecture. Give it a shot. Take a minute or so. Give it a shot. Two-step problem. Just a two-step problem. Good. See. Usually what happens, capital is given to us and we try it and find profit. Here the approach is reverse. That the capital is given to us total and we need to find individual capital. Profit is given to us. 3,000 rupees is the profit. Out of that, first person receives 900. Second person receives 1100. The third person will receive how much? The addition of this and this is 2000. So the third person should receive 1000 rupees. This is profit. This is profit ratio of X, Y, and Z. So the profit ratio is 9:11:10. And profit ratio would also be equal to what? Capital ratio. So the investment or capital of Z will be 10 out of total investment. How much is total investment? 9 plus 11, 10, 20 plus 10, 30. So basically 1/3 of the investment is coming from Z. 1/3. What is 1/3 of this number? 2200. 1/3 of the investment is coming from Z or Z. Answer option 2200. 2200. Okay. 2200. 1/3 of 660. 1/3. Verify my ratios. Just verify those calculations. 2200. One of the answers is incorrect. Confirm that. Z's capital. Z's capital. Z, capital of Z. Z. See, this is profit. This is profit. X. This is Y का profit. What is capital of Z? ये profit है बेटा. These are profit values of X and Y. Profit value for X 900. Profit value for Y 1100. Total profit is 3000. So profit of Z is 1000. So profit ratio is 9, 11 and 10. Profit ratio. So profit ratio is also investment ratio. Now the question is, what is Z's capital? Capital of Z. So capital of Z is 10 rupees out of 30. 10 out of 30, 1 by 3. And capital value is how much? 6600. 1/3 of 6600 is 2200. Yes. Moving on. Yeah. So take your time. This actually is a set of 2 questions taken from CAD. Give it a try. Give it a shot. Read clearly, read thoroughly from here to here. 2 questions. You have 5 minutes. You have 5 minutes. Very good. So first, I will try and solve this for you in a thorough manner by applying or going through all steps of calculations. And I will then resolve this for you with a shorter approach. So is this a question based upon ratios, proportions, or variations? An airline has a certain free luggage allowance and charges for excess luggage at a fixed rate per kilogram. So like you carry your luggage to an airport, they say 35 kilograms or 30 kilograms or 20 kilograms you can carry for free. If you carry above that, you have to pay a certain extra charge. That extra charge will be per kilogram. So there is a free limit. Above free limit, everything has to be paid for in per kilogram terms. Two passengers, Raja and Praja, have 16 kilograms of 60 kilograms of luggage between them. When the wording is between them, a lot of people assume it as difference. No, between them, like Ramesh and Suresh have total 2 acres of land between them. That means total land is 2 acres. In this case, total kilogram of luggage is 60. So Raja and Praja together are carrying 60 kilograms of luggage. And they are charged rupees 1200 rupees and 2400 rupees respectively for excess luggage. So Raja is being charged 1200 rupees. Praja is being charged 2400 rupees for the luggage that is extra. If the entire luggage belong to one of them, let us say a new person, and let us say a new person. If entire luggage belong to one person, the excess charge would have been rupees 5400. Now the question goes in this manner: what is the weight of Praja's luggage? What is the free luggage allowance? I might frame an additional question 39 and ask you, what is rate per kilogram for extra luggage? What is the 10 rupees per kg, 20 rupees per kg? What is the amount to be paid per kg for extra or excess luggage? So I want you guys to understand, can I say the extra payment is for the extra luggage they carry? So if there is a free luggage F carried by Raja, Praja will also carry some free limit, because once you cross the free limit, you make the payment. So free luggage is F. Can I say the payment is 1200 and the payment is 2400? Payment is double. If the payment is double, the extra luggage will also be double. F is the free limit, 1 kg, 2 kg, 5 kg, we do not know. So free limit plus they are carrying something. So observe how equations are being formed. What I have is 2F plus 3X, X is the extra luggage, is equal to 60 kilograms. I am asking Mantriji, you carry everything. Can I say Mantriji will be given a free limit F? Free limit is F. Free is only 1. Can I say everything else has to be paid for? So Mantriji will have to make a payment for F plus 3X. This is what he will have to pay for. You guys think and tell me, is the way of creating equations clear to you so far? अभी तक का equation formation आपको समझा क्या? Are you able to understand how these equations are being formed? F is the free limit. सबको एक एक मिलेगा, एक एक free ले जाओ. Above that you have to start making payments. So payment is double. देखो 1200 का 2400. Payment is doubled. So extra luggage will be doubled. So I'm saying free luggage F plus extra X. Free luggage F plus extra 2X. All of this is given to Mantriji. आप carry करो. One person carries all the luggage. So free limit is F. ये free है. जो पहला वाला F है, दिस इज फ्री लगेज, दिस इज फ्री लगेज, दिस इज फ्री लगेज, तो बाकी सब पे पेमेंट पड़ेगा ना. Now you can answer this question through proportions. You can, let us say I'm starting with this. X kilograms, the payment is 1200 rupees. यहाँ पे 2x is double directly. Here F plus 3x, the payment is कितना पे कर रहे हैं ये 5400. तो from here what do you get? A relation of F and X. देखो ध्यान से देखो, देखो यहाँ पे देखो. This is cancelled, 0 0 gone. 6 into 2, 6 into 9. Less pen use करते हैं. X is equal to 2. So 3x must be 6. 3x must be 6. X is equal to 2. So 3x must be 6. That means F must be 3. That says, सुनो ध्यान से, F is equivalent to 3. X is equivalent to 2. अभी तक कुछ समझा क्या आपको? Did you understand the proportionality so far? Or you can say F upon X is equal to 3 upon 2. Did you guys understand that part? Did you understand F upon X is equal to 3:2 so far? बस आपका क्वेश्चन बन गया. I am saying that makes F is equal to a multiple of 3, 3k, let us say, a multiple of 3. Give me a second, I just moved in the wrong place. Yeah, here. So here I will start replacing numbers. I will say this is equal to 3k, 2 into 3k, 3 into 2k is equal to 60. So 6k plus 6k, 12k is equal to 60, k is equal to 5. k is equal to 5 मिल गया, आपके सारे आंसर्स आ गए. So F is equal to 15. Free luggage you are allowed to carry. Free luggage you can carry up to 15 kilograms. Extra luggage for the first person is 10 kilograms. For second person the extra luggage is 20 kilograms. 15 kilo you can carry for free. Extra is 10 kilograms. 15 is for free. Extra is 20 kilograms. Everything has been answered through that K. थोड़ा slow down करो. I wanted you guys to observe the full method. क्या पता CAT में options ना हो. If options are not there and you have to completely solve it, you must do it in this manner. So again, जो ऊपर का part is explanation. This ऊपर का part you see is all explanation. I was trying to show you equation कैसा बन रहा है, where is the money going, or what is the money being paid for. The actual solution is below that. Solution is worth 4 or 5 steps, not more. Did you understand how did I reach a conclusion? X is equal to 2. I am C. X के सामने what is there? 2. X is equal to 2 makes 3x is equal to 6. नीचे 6 है कि 9 है? 9 क्यों है? F must be equal to 3. क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करके सॉल्व करोगे यही आएगा. क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करो, डोंट वरी. इन एग्जाम अगर ये सब क्लिक नहीं करा प्रेशर में, तो क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई एंड सॉल्व. क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई 9x, क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई 2f plus 6x and done. F upon x is equal to 3 upon 2. Confirmation on this? Good. अब आपके सारे आंसर्स आ गए. Once you have that value, all your answers are there. There are many ways, many people solve in different manner. That is fine. अब जुगाड़ वाला मेथड देखते हैं. As I keep on claiming, आपको ट्रिक्स भी सिखाए जा रहे हैं, ध्यान दो. राजा and प्रजा carry 60 kilograms of luggage among them. This person is paying rupees 1200. This person is paying the money as 2400. and this person, the one who carries everything, is paying 5,400 rupees as luggage allowance. Can I say, because payment is double, this leads to a conclusion: the extra luggage is also double. The extra luggage is also double. Furthermore, when somebody pays more money, that means that person is carrying higher amount of luggage. So if Praja carries 20 kilogram, Raja will carry 40, तो उल्टा पड़ गया. If Praja carries 30 kilogram, Raja will carry 30 kilogram. Payment should be same. ये भी नहीं हो सकता. If Praja carries 25 kilograms, Raja carries 35. Raja का weight, how can it be more? Because payment कौन कर रहा है ज़्यादा? Praja. So 3 options तो आप कैसे ही निकल गए? Because options have been given to you, you can zero in on and say 35 rupees, 35 kilogram Praja के हैं because he is paying more money. अब अगर एक और वजन होता 40 kilograms, I could not have applied this kind of thought process, but there is only one value which is more than the half. क्योंकि ये पेमेंट ज़्यादा कर रहा है, he must definitely carry more luggage than half. So 35 is the answer so far. With 35, what I got to know is Raja is carrying how many kilograms? 25. Praja is carrying 35. What is the next logical question? How much free luggage is there? तो मैं एक एक करके ऑप्शन लेता हूँ. If this was the free luggage, 10 kilogram, 10 kilogram. So can I say he will have to make a payment for 15 kg? He will have to make a payment for 25 kg. This is extra. Is extra doubled? No. आपने कहा ना, because of extra luggage, the payment has to be double for Praja. If I look at the second option, अगर 15 किलो सही होता, I'm assuming option B. If free allowance was 15 kilograms, so he will have to make a payment for 10 kilograms. He will have to make a payment for 20 kilograms. Is the payment double? Absolutely. Absolutely. So answer is B. Because of the first question, I am able to answer second one in a better fashion. पहले वाले की वजह से आई एम एबल टू आंसर सेकेंड वन इन अ बेटर फैशन. वो ध्यान दो आप लोग, वहां पे थोड़ा सा फोकस दो. Two things: the person is paying more money, should carry more luggage. Second thing, after you remove the free allowance, the payment must be double. So kilograms must also be double. The chargeable content is double. That is only possible with 35 and 15 among the given choices. ये समझा आपने को सबको? This method works beautifully if options are there for you to play around. Half double करना है, triple करना है, तो you can work with this. तो वो 5400 का यूज भी नहीं किया हमने. We do not need that part. Which new question? What is the price? What is the amount to be paid per kilogram? So Raja is paying rupees 1200 for 10 kilograms of extra luggage. So amount is rupees 120 per kilogram. The fee, the payment for extra luggage is rupees 120 per kilogram. What is the extra fee to be paid? What is the money to be paid for excess luggage per kilogram was the question. Now you have 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. I want you to spend 5, 5, 6, 6 hours on Saturday and Sunday, and for and sit for 2 hour slot, not less. आपको stamina develop करना है for 2 hours and keep a target for these 2 hours. If it is quant, I'll try and solve 40 questions, 45 questions. पेन चलाओ, try करो. If it is verbal, अभी हमने verbal शुरू नहीं किया in the class, but again RCs parasymbol mix करके in 2 hours, I'll say again 35 38 questions a good number. LRDA takes a lot of time, so sitting for 2 hours, let us say I'll be solving 28 questions, 25 questions, 5 or 6 sets. ऐसा 2-2 घंटा बैठो, डोंट चेक आंसर्स इमीडिएटली, एटलीस्ट 1-1 घंटा सॉल्व करने के बाद आंसर्स चेक करो. 20-20 क्वेश्चंस बनाओ, देन आंसर्स चेक करो. सैटरडे संडे को रगड़ दो, बिल्कुल जितना टाइम निकाल सकते हो उतना टाइम निकालो. सॉल्व एज मच एज यू कैन. बंद कर दो बेटा नेटफ्लिक्स सीरीज व्रीज, अमेजन प्राइम बंद कर दो. क्या कोटा फैक्ट्री आ गया, बॉयज आ गया, सब बंद कर दो. कुछ नहीं है सब. क्या वो मिर्जापुर आने वाला, कुछ नहीं होता. कैट पे ध्यान दो. चाइनीज जापानीज लोगों ने कहा है क्या 3 months of focused effort can put you forward in life by 3 years. सुन लेते हैं, एंटी लोग कह रहे हैं, सुन लेते हैं. डन फॉर टुनाइट. मंडे कुछ नया करते हैं. डन फ्रॉम माय साइड प्लीज. नहीं, 3 minutes इज फाइन पर क्वेश्चन. 3 minutes इज फाइन. क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग का कह रहे हैं, क्वेश्चन है 3 minutes इज फाइन. अभी तो आप मिडवे हो आपकी प्रिपरेशन के, इट विल इंप्रूव विद टाइम. प्रीवियस व्हाट क्वांट में कितने on average? If it is previous slide, you want to take it to previous slide. Yellow. Take this. Yellow. Covered on these equations. और आपका टेलीग्राम ग्रुप एक्टिव करो, स्टार्ट पोस्टिंग क्वेश्चंस देयर, आपस में सॉल्व ऑल करो. डन है. somebody has raised hand. Okay, चलो डन. गुड नाइट गाइस. Closing it down. नहीं, उसके लिए फिर ज्यादा 3 minutes इज मोर फॉर दैट एग्जाम. कल एक बार डिस्कस करते हैं. लेट्स डिस्कस ऑन कॉल.